Good morning, traders, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. Whether it is going to be a day trade setup or not is another question. I'm probably going to be sitting on my hands today. But let's start off with the daily. So if you see, yesterday we ended up with pretty much a range bar. And the thing that I'm concerned about is look at the awesome oscillator here. Okay, pretty much on the zero line, no momentum at all. Okay, and we've gradually been slipping to the downside. When we're talking with the awesome oscillator, you're looking for some strong, I can't call it price action, but let's call it bar action of the awesome oscillator. So we're looking for a strong trend up or down to tell us what's going on. Okay, at this stage, we are flat. Okay, so for some reason, if this is the level we are defending, okay, 26,733, and I suspect the break below, well, actually a little bit better than that, 26,720. Okay, so I suspect the break below that is going to be pretty telling. A concern that I have is that obviously you can see some closes and some tails around this area here, which is the other area that's holding us up. Now, if we go down to the 3 hour, you'll see the range, you'll see all the tails, in other words, barbed wire as far as I'm concerned, similar structure to what happened here, complete confusion as to what's going on. Okay, so let's just look at the logic here. We've had a move down, we had a test of the alligator there, move down, and then we had buyers step in again to try and drive it through the alligator. That failed. Okay, so that's the first try to get through. Okay, we then had a test, came back, another test, and then we had a breakthrough, second time, and that failed. Okay, so now we are busy with another test. So normally with the test is whichever bar you're testing, you're looking for an entry below the close of that bar. Looking at price action at the moment and looking at the awesome oscillator, I'll stay out of that. Look at this. There's no direction at all. Okay, so if we get down to the hour, you'll see a little bit of a different picture. We're moving up, but look at all this congestion on the 200 EMA of the hour and testing of the alligator. So with that being said, I'm already looking at this stage at a break below 26,790. But at the same time, I don't expect this thing to fly to the bottom. I expect it probably just to hover around a little bit down and then back up, and pretty much range in this range for the rest of today. Now that gives us a weekly. We'll just look at the weekly, probably a weekly spinning top or a weekly range bar, whichever way you want to look at it, but pretty much indecision. Okay, so just moving to the half hour, you'll see a complete different picture from the hour. Okay, so here you can see we are consolidating right on the alligator. Alligator is asleep. We're looking for a break. And at this stage, that is my break. So fractal break of 26,790 takes us to the downside. Fractal break of 26,835 could potentially take us to the upside, although I'm not entirely convinced because we do have the 200 EMA above it. Okay, and then the last thing here is flat bottom triangle here, and then we have a break. It wouldn't surprise me to see a retest of 26,835 and then a fall. Okay, so this area here, let's get rid of this. This area here is really barbed wire confusion. Not something that I really want to trade. I want to see a break, a retest, and then an opportunity to get in. Okay, and even if you take this down to the 12 minutes, you'll see yesterday had a break, a retest there, nice solid entry, Then immediately a double top with a massive engulfing at the open, and we rallied off. Then you had the buyer step in here where you thought, okay, we should get an opportunity to get back to the top of the range, and we stall right here. Not quite in the middle, but let's just double check that. You'll probably find it's at a Fibonacci level. Yep, on the 50% right now, and we did tag a 61.8. Okay, so looking at these lower time frames, there's nothing here. We need a proper break and a close above here, and then top of range, break below, bottom of range. The only thing that may play in our favor, and we're going to check on the ichimoku now, but this may be consolidation. So this whole thing here could be consolidation. So in other words, there's our consolidation and our breakout. And now what you're going to expect is some kind of a retest back in this area. Okay, so that is pretty much what we'd be looking at. So the fractal break is up there. We need to see a break and a close above that level. Okay. But I suspect, to be honest, probably 51% gut feel to the downside and 49 to the upside. So not really good odds that I want to trade. Anyway, let's get to the ichimoku here. And you can see on the 12-minute we are in the cloud, which basically is ranging. If you look here, we're still in a bearish view. Okay, so pretty much we got into that sort of the latter half of yesterday, and then we still are pretty much in the bearish view. The fact that we're between Kijinsen and Tegensen means range, flat cloud, range. Chico span is through here, and we've got a bearish, so we've got 2 out of 3 signals, nothing else. We haven't broken through the cloud. Cloud is very thin at the moment, so possibility or probability of us breaking through is fairly good. Okay, the thing is, all these tails you can see, there are sellers here, there are buyers here. Nobody really knows what the hell's going on right now. The interesting thing here is if you look at the 4 hour, look at all the tails on the 4 hour. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, that's confusion. Okay, Chico span is through price. We've got a bullish crossover inside the cloud, but we've had a bearish twist here. So no real clear signal as to what's going on here. You can see sellers stepping in there, buyers stepping in there. So this is kind of what the area of limbo that we're in at the moment. And the last one is obviously the daily. Now, the concerning factor of the daily is we had this bullish crossover, so everything was bullish. Trend is up. It is still slightly bullish, but Chico span is now firmly through price. We've got some diversions here. So Kijinsen is pointing down. Tegensen is flattening out. Whenever I see diversions like that, I tend to just be very cautious. Okay, so anything's possible at the moment. We've also still got this we've also got that wedge still in play. We did have a fairly strong move. Now we've had this wedge. Only thing is that's 2, 4, 6, 8. It's 10 days of consolidation at the moment. So we need to be patient with it, but still, there's no clear signal here. Okay, so I think for me, I'm staying out of this market today. It doesn't look like there's anything in here to trade. Really, just lots of confusion. And I think if you just come to a blank chart, just to look at price action alone, you'll see there's really nothing in this. You know, this week has been sideways, and I suspect that that's going to continue pretty much. Okay, so the fact that we are hovering right in the middle of this range also gives you the impression that you have a 50-50 chance of going either way. Okay, now if you just look at your breakout retest, there's a breakout retest there. We've tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're trying again. So we're trying 7 times to break back through this. So what that basically means for me is if we do get through it, then you've got top of the range on it. But if we get below the bottom of these tails here, you've got an opportunity to the downside. And if I look at that on the 5-minute chart, you'll see what I mean. We're in the 5-minute range here. Okay, so this 5-minute range is pretty much 34 points. And you can see how price action is functioning. I mean, gentle, 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 exhaustion bar. Seller step in. Double top, down, retest, double top. Yeah, so, yeah. I think the algos are having a field day at the moment, but not for me. Anyway, so I'm staying out of it. I don't see much here. We're going to have to really break through the bigger range before I see anything meaningful and long term. Earnings is meaning nothing at this stage. Okay. Anyway, guys, hope it helps somebody. Otherwise, do what I do. Let's take a long weekend. Anyway, catch you later. Cheers for now.